is certainly a state of brain, and a living brain can give rise to mind. The question becomes whether a dead brain can give rise to mind.
How does brain know brain? How does mind know mind? Which is a question that we've been. When people say spirituality or I'm spiritual, well, what does spiritual mean? What does that mean? Oh, I'm spiritual. Well,
Nothing most of the time.
yeah, what does it mean? I'm spiritual. You don't know what it means. Or I have a soul. To me, it's energy. And what you do with that energy, how you transform that energy, oh boy. So you go into something that I didn't really want to go into, which is a conversation that I had with everybody recently about aggressive energy. So nothing from what I can see was created from calmness. Everything was created by some act of violence that created something and annihilated something else so that something else can evolve from it. So but the difference is there is a negative in the sense of a destructive, and then there is a positive as a creative. That to me brings us into the realm of chi, energy, creative energy. So when you think about something has to be destroyed to create something new within the soul, within the self. So how does mind know mind? How does brain know brain? When we have all of these different functions, all of these many voices within ourselves, what we need to do is to tap into what that voice is saying and then amalgamate it within the many voices to really understand what the outcome of what you're trying to resolve within yourself. Whatever that anxiety may be, whatever that emotional content may be, whatever that lack of self-control, whatever that dragon is saying to you. So it moves into, many different realms of consciousness. To me, life in itself, nature in itself, is a state of consciousness. It's evolved itself from absolutely nothing. From nothing, all things began. No matter where it began from nothing. So when you talk about void imagined itself, not to get repetitive because I said it last time, imagined itself into existence. You are a part of that imagination. You are a part of that void. And that is the journey, a state of conscious being. It depends on where you want to take it. We can get locked in to our careers. We can get locked into what society says we are by being a politician, by being a millionaire, by being a poor person, by being an actor, an actress. All of these things, whatever society deems as being respectable and not respectable. But in the void, it means absolutely nothing. It's about a state of awareness, a state of understanding. It's about a connection. If you think of nature as being, instead of something that's out there, but you're a part of it, then you're a part of this living organism. Whether it is bubbles of universes or other universes or all of these theories, it's irrelevant to how much you can become a part of it. If you think of the planet as being alive, then you look at it differently. If you think of all of your organs, everything representing a different part of the self, then you are alive. That's good sake. What's the name of that sake again?
Tell me Onigoroshi.
Remember that. Right? Hopefully the price doesn't go up on it after he said that. All right? If this goes down the line. So I look at nature as being all of nature. Not just what we see, but what we don't see as being alive. And I'm a part of that. Well, you're here. There's an amazing story about, I don't know if I told this about the turtle and the ring. Did I say this on one of the...
No, that's from
It's just a great story. It's a great story about this one monk that goes out to the middle of the ocean. He goes out into the middle of the ocean and he takes his wooden ring. He throws his, and there's nothing around him in the middle of the ocean, middle of nowhere, and throws his wooden ring. Somewhere in the bottom of this ocean is this turtle. It rises up from the bottom of the ocean and pokes its head up through the center of the ring. That's the miracle of life. You're here. Out of those trillion burnt sperm cells and eggs and everything else, you're here. And not to mention how many are wasted, because we're all guys who know what that's about. Right? Okay? How many are wasted? No cuts. That's life, right? All right? So all of that comes into play. You are here. Wow. So what are you doing with that? You know, what are you understanding from it? Are you merely just going to get married, have a house, have your kids, grow old and die, and then can't afford where you have if you work so hard to get it and move somewhere to Florida that you can live in a retirement home? No. There's much more to life about than that. It's about challenging who and what you are. You have to be able to leave those comfort zones. But you have to look at life as alive. Therefore, the invisible is truly the material. Not, the only reason this couch exists is because we are sitting on it and we say it exists. It's the same as when you have a dream. You have a dream, you're sitting on a couch. You have a dream, you're walking. You may see things floating around or whatever it may be, floating cattle, flying pigs, whatever it may be. But in the dream it all seems to make sense. There it's real, you're walking on the floor, you're hitting a piece of wood. And my dreams seem to be very literal. We won't get into my dreams unless you guys ever want to talk about that. But the point is that when you wake up, everything dies. When you wake up from here, everything dies. You're on a new journey. You walk up from one thing into another thing. It's just a dream floating into a dream.
Shakespeare.
Well, you know, I'm not educated like you are. But the point is that one thing floats into another. Life is to be experienced. You can connect into those voices. Not just the voices that are within yourself, but there is a consciousness, a subtleness that you need to listen to. That moves beyond the material. But if you look at nature, if you look at universal, if you look at God, for whatever that may be, as a universal consciousness, as a living organism that you are a part of, then you're truly on a journey. Then death becomes a perception of